Imagine stepping into a time machine and traveling 75 years back. You have only a few coins in your pocket, yet you feel like a king. In the world we live in today, inflation has imprisoned our dreams, but in the 1950s, your dollar held a steel-like strength. Today, at the Vintage American Price Vault, we are comparing 30 items that prove how much financial freedom we've lost over time. Today's prices will make your head spin, especially when you hear the cost of the home at number 24 and the car at number 3. You won't believe your ears. So, let's begin this shocking journey. Number 30, Candy Bar. In 1950, a rich chocolate candy bar cost only $0.05. Today, you have to spend an average of $2.00 to $2.50 for that same quality. That was an era when a child felt like the luckiest person in the world just by finding a nickel because that coin actually had the power to buy something. Today, you have to pay 50 times more of your hard-earned money for that same sweetness. Number 29, Life magazine annual subscription. Back then, a full year of Life magazine was delivered to your door for just $6.75, filled with global news and stunning photography. Today, if you subscribe to a similar quality magazine or digital service, you'd pay an average of $60 a year. This shows how expensive access to information and knowledge has become, whereas in the past, it was within reach of every ordinary family. Number 28, Haircut. In 1952, a men's haircut cost just $1.25. Today, at any average salon in America, you'll pay between $35 and $50 for a simple cut, and that doesn't even include the tip. Getting a haircut used to be an affordable social event where people sat and chatted for hours, but now it has become an expensive, rushed chore. Number 27, Coca-Cola 6-pack. A family-sized 6-pack of Coca-Cola in glass bottles was available for only $0.37. Today, that same 6-pack costs you between $7.00 and $8.50. Hosting guests or going on a picnic was so easy back then because the cost of beverages didn't weigh down an ordinary person's pocket. Number 26, New washing machine. A top-quality, durable new washing machine cost only $1.69 at the time. Today, a modern washing machine can cost anywhere from $900 to $1,300. The surprising thing is that those 1950s machines were made of iron and steel and lasted for generations, while today's plastic machines can fail in just a few years despite costing thousands of dollars. Number 25, Diner hamburger. In the 1950s, sitting in any ordinary American diner and eating a fresh and juicy hamburger was a deal for only $0.15. Today, you have to pay an average of $7.00 to $9.00 for that same quality of hamburger. This isn't just about a meal. Back then, eating out was an affordable leisure, whereas today it has become an expensive luxury that shakes your weekly budget. Number 24, average new home. Now, consider this number that I mentioned in the intro. In 1950, a beautiful, new, and durable home could be bought for an average of just $9.50. Today, the price of an average home in America is between $420,000 and $500,000. At that time, an ordinary clerk could become a homeowner with just a few years of savings, but in today's era, even a highly educated professional has to take out a 30-year mortgage to become a homeowner, which is a bitter reality. Number 23, new vacuum cleaner. The price for a top-quality and powerful vacuum cleaner for home cleaning was only $49.95 at that time. Today, you have to spend between $250 and $500 for a modern and good quality vacuum cleaner. Machines back then were so strong that they lasted for decades, but today, in the name of technology, we are forced to buy a new machine every few years. Number 22, pack of cigarettes. In 1952, a pack of cigarettes was only $0.23. Today, after taxes and inflation, the price of a pack in various U.S. states has reached $9.00 to $16. Although it is harmful to health today, from an economic perspective, it is a major example of the staggering increase in prices. Number 21, whole chicken. Get an idea of how cheap it was to get protein in that era. 1 pound of chicken was only $0.43. Today, the average price for a pound of chicken is between $2.00 and $3.00, and if you get organic or free-range chicken, the price is even higher. At that time, an ordinary family could eat fresh meat daily, but today inflation has made meat a luxury item. Pattern break, asterisk, did you notice? The price of the home at number 24 has forced us to think about how true and achievable the American dream was in our grandparents' era, while today it has remained just a dream. Number 20, Corn Flakes Box. In the 1950s, this most popular breakfast table item was available for only $0.18. Today, the price of a standard box of corn flakes has reached $5.00 to $7.00. At that time, an ordinary laborer could buy this breakfast box for the whole family with just 10 minutes of earnings, but today, he has to set aside a significant portion of his wages for this same box. Number 19, Hospital Room. To understand how cheap and humane healthcare facilities were at that time, consider that the rent for a single day's stay in a hospital was only $15.00. Today, the average cost of a hospital room for 1 day in America is between $2,800 and $4,500, and that does not include doctors' fees or medications. In the past, illness brought only physical pain, but today it leaves families financially bankrupt. Number 18, World Series Ticket. It was a golden era for sports fans when a ticket to the Baseball World Series could be had for just $6.00. Today, a standard ticket for a match of the same level sells $4.600 to $1,200. Previously, stadiums were filled with ordinary people because entertainment suited everyone's pocket, but today this experience has become limited only to the elite. Number 17, New Refrigerator ***. The most important household appliance, a new refrigerator, was available at that time for only $2.75. Today, the price of a modern smart refrigerator has reached $1,800 to $3,500. The surprising thing is that 1950s refrigerators were so durable that they lasted for 40 years without any repairs, while the warranties of today's expensive refrigerators expire in just a few years. Number 16, Gallon of milk. In 1952, the price of a gallon of fresh milk was only $0.96, which is less than $1. Today, the average price of a gallon of milk is between $4.00 and $5.50. This is a basic necessity that no home is complete without, but this difference in prices has completely disfigured the kitchen budget of the middle class. Pattern break, ***, life was simple before but full of peace, because you didn't have to take out loans for basic necessities every month. Do you think we have traded our financial freedom in the name of progress? Number 15, Levi's jeans. In the 1950s, a pair of strong and original Levi's jeans could be found for only $3.50. Today, you have to pay between $60 and $90 for original jeans of the same quality. At that time, jeans were not just a fashion statement but a necessity for the working class that lasted for years, but today it has become an expensive brand with a price increase of over 2,000%. Number 14, Aspirin bottle. To understand how cheap small health necessities were at that time, consider that a full bottle of aspirin cost only $0.54. Today, a bottle of aspirin from a good company costs between $8.00 and $12.00. Previously, a headache could be treated with just a few coins, but today even common medicine prices impact the kitchen budget. Number 13, Postage stamp. In 1952, a stamp costing only $0.03 was required to send a letter from one corner of the country to another. Today, the price of a first-class postage stamp in America has risen to between 68 cents and $0.75**. Although today is the era of email, this increase in the price of physical mail is a major argument for inflation. Number 12, new television set. In 1950, the price of a black and white television set was approximately $1.90. Today, you can get a modern 4K smart TV for $400 to $800. This is the only item whose price has relatively decreased over time thanks to technology, but remember that in 1950, buying a TV was a reason to become famous in the whole neighborhood because it was the greatest invention of its time. Number 11, ground beef. In that era, protein graced every home's table because a pound of fresh ground beef was available for only $0.53. Today, the average price of a pound of ground beef is between $5.00 and $7.00. Previously, an ordinary laborer could eat meat daily, but today inflation has made meat a limited blessing for the middle class. Pattern break, asterisk, did you notice? In 1950, most prices were in cents, not dollars. Today, even by spending dollars, we are unable to achieve that satisfaction that was once obtained with just a single coin. Number 10, men's ready-made suit. In the 1950s, an excellent three-piece suit, which was enough for any important occasion, could be found for only $45. Today, you have to spend between $400 and $600 for a good suit of the same quality and cut. In that era, even the average man appeared sophisticated and well-dressed at all times because an entire wardrobe could be prepared with 1 week's salary, but today, looking fashionable is an expensive hobby. Number 09, monthly house rent. At that time in America, the monthly rent for an average level house or apartment was only $80. Today, the rent for a similar apartment has reached between $1,800 and $2,500. Previously, even after paying rent, enough money remained in your pocket to live a peaceful life, but in today's world, more than half of one's income goes just toward keeping a roof over their head. Number 08, 1 pound coffee. For coffee enthusiasts, that era was paradise when 1 pound of the best coffee was available for only $0.85. Today, the average price of a pound of ground coffee is between $10 and $15. Previously, the aroma of coffee at home welcomed guests, whereas today, even going out for a cup of coffee impacts the budget. Number 07, Harvard yearly tuition. To understand the value of education at that time, consider that the annual fee for Harvard, the world's best university, was only $600. Today, Harvard's annual tuition fee is between $55,000 and $60,000, without housing. In the past, higher education was based solely on merit, but today it has become a burden of hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. Number 06, glass of Coca-Cola. Sitting in any diner and drinking a cold glass of Coca-Cola was a task for only $0.05. Today, you have to pay an average of $2.50 to $3.50 for that same glass. Previously, happiness could be found for just 5 cents, but today you have to pull out a large sum of your hard-earned money even for simple entertainment. Pattern break, asterisk, looking at the tuition fees at number 7, you must have realized that in the past, talent was valued, and today, perhaps only the bank balance. Number 05, 1 dozen eggs. In the 1950s, a dozen fresh farm eggs could be found for only $0.67. Today in America, the price of a dozen eggs has reached an average of $2.50 to $4.00, and even more for organic. This was the basic protein that was equally present on the tables of both the poor and the rich, because no special budget was needed to buy it. Number 04, movie ticket. During the golden age of Hollywood, watching your favorite hero's film on the big screen was a deal for only $0.45. Today, a standard movie ticket costs between $12.00 and $18.00. Previously, you could enjoy both popcorn and a movie for less than $1, but today it has become a formal family outing. That weighs heavily on the pocket. Number 03, New Chevrolet Car. Now take a look at the price I mentioned in the intro. In 1952, a shiny, brand new Chevrolet car cost only $1,600. Today, you won't find a new car in the same category for less than $25,000 to $35,000. At that time, an ordinary employee could take a new car out of the showroom with just 1 year of savings, but today we have to pay installments for years for a vehicle. Number 02, Bread. The staple food, a packet of fresh bread, was available for only $0.16. Today, the price of a good bread has reached $3.00 to $4.50. This is the difference that shows how basic life necessities are getting further away from us over time. Number 01, 1 gallon gasoline. And finally, the thing that changed the economy of the entire world. In 1950, a gallon of gasoline was available for only $0.20. Today in America, the average price of a gallon of gasoline stays between $3.50 and $5.00. Previously, people would go on long drives without the tension of fuel, but today gasoline prices determine whether we should even travel or not. So, this was our journey into the world of the 1950s, where the dollar had value and life had a unique satisfaction. We saw how the prices of the home at number 24 and the car at number 3 proved that the ordinary man of the past was much more financially stable than today's educated professional. These statistics are not just prices, but memories of a lost era. Which of these 30 items' prices surprised you the most? Do you think we will ever see such an affordable era again? Do give your opinion in the comments and share your elders' stories with us. If you liked this economic journey, then like this video and don't forget to subscribe to the Vintage American Price Vault, because we will keep bringing such amazing treasures of the past for you. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.